Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast. We eat sandwiches and play games. Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast. A podcast for everyone's taste.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Taste the Dragons, the Toddcast, the video game podcast that all you Monstars listen to. And this week, another summer episode.
Wow, I like that. Yeah, that was very stadium-like.
Thank you. I really didn't mean to because I just didn't know what I was going to say after another. And then I was like, well, that sounded like a stadium, so let's just go with it.
I was hanging on every word that was coming out of your mouth. I was like,
I kind of wish I gave you an echo. I'd be like, another.
Joe can do it in post.
Summer.
Yeah, totally. Done.
yep.
And then she'll edit out this bit, and we'll just sound super profesh. Which, you know what? It doesn't really fit with our bonus vibe.
But this is a
I'm
summer
gonna leave this part
episode.
in and do it.
Yeah.
Best of
You're
both
welcome.
worlds.
To all of you listening in, our tradition when we record these podcasts is that we start about a half hour before, and we get all of our good jokes out of the way
We do.
while we're not recording.
The pre-banter is essential to having an okay podcast.
If we were too good, you wouldn't think you were listening to us. So.
At least right now in the
Exactly.
summer.
Yeah.
We're saving all of our really good, heady, wordy material for the fall when you're really going to have to dig into all our words. But right now, no. We're getting it all out beforehand.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just kidding. We got a great episode for you all today. We're talking about Stray. We're talking about things other than Stray.
Can you tell what Troy brought to the table?
Oh, man, those words are the best, Troy.
We're talking about Stray. We're talking about cats. We're talking about
Stray
cats.
cats.
We're talking about Stray. We're talking about cats. There are other people on this episode who are also going to talk.
We're going to talk about housebroken cats as well.
But most importantly, this is just a very real snapshot at the friendship that we actually do have. This is as real as it gets right here at this table, you all.
Yep.
It is.
Let's look each other in the
Yeah.
eyes. It's going to get real uncomfortable.
I mean,
Sal, I
we
know you're
look
on
at each other in
Discord.
the eyes all the time.
Yeah,
Is it supposed to be uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Is it making anyone else uncomfortable? I do
Depends
it a
on how
lot.
long you look.
It's mostly
Oh.
uncomfortable because we
Yeah.
have a cell on two different monitors, and it's hard to look at him.
And
at
you have
the
4
same
eyes.
Time.
in this
Well,
room
and
right
here's
now.
the thing. I genuinely, when people look into my eyes, I take that as a threat.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Like for a long
I'm like,
amount of time?
oh.
Like how many seconds before it's a threat?
at least 3. And then
3,
I will
okay.
not break eye contact. I'm
3
like,
seconds
oh,
is
okay,
a
we're
pretty
doing
long.
this.
3 seconds is a long time to stare at somebody into the eyes, or
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, unless it's like a job interview. Then, that's...
Even
that's
still, you
still
gotta
weird.
look away or look at your notes or something.
No, you got a dead
just,
eye then.
just no blinking.
You got an uncanny valley eye then.
Oh my gosh.
Just...
So no joke.
No.
I was in like an acting workshop. It was like a 3-day intensive, and one of the days, one of the exercises was just to look into somebody's eyes for like a long amount of time, and they'll just tell you when to stop.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, not interested.
And like
thanks.
these are 2 people. One I kind of knew, and one was a total stranger. And I kid you not, this is not surprising. After just like a minute or 2, I don't even know how long it was, but you just stare at this person in the eyes for long enough, and before I knew it, I was just like tearing up because it was just like this connection. It was this silence, and we were just staring at each other. And I don't know. They talk about windows being they talk about eyes, eyes being windows.
They
to
talk
your
about windows
souls.
being the eyes of the
They
house.
talked about souls being eyes to your windows. And I'm here to tell you, I think it's true. Because, man, I didn't even know this person, but I was just like, I don't know. It was weird. And it was uncomfortable, but it was powerful.
May I point out that the longer you have your eyes open and the
Oh,
wider...
we're blinking. We're blinking.
You get to blink?
It's not a
It's not a staring contest?
It's not a staring contest.
Oh, man.
It's just being present in someone
Whoa.
for a long time.
All right.
Yeah.
Were you,
Oh,
was the other person crying as well, or was it just you?
No, it was just me.
Did it remind you of a sad game, Troy? Is that what happened?
nah, Troy was in the moment.
Troy, I think what Troy's saying is anything can be sad enough to make him cry.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what that
yeah,
means.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So this podcast,
Oh,
That's right.
man.
And as always, my name is Brian.
My name is Troy.
Amanda.
I'm Hassel.
And I'm Joe.
Hey.
And I'm looking right at you. Imagine someone staring at
That's right.
you.
We're looking at you,
I
audience.
don't ever look away.
Don't look too hard. I may cry.
Oh God.
It's the same thing when people go to like clink their glass, like during a cheers,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, you got to look at people in the eyes." Well, if
Yeah.
I'm looking at you in the eyes, I'm not gonna know where to cheers.
Yeah, you gotta
and
earn
knowing
it.
me, yeah, I'm clumsy, so I'm going to go full force with my hand and
yeah.
glass.
Wait,
over
that's a
to
rule?
yours.
It
That's
is a
the thing
rule.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have literally
It's like
never
a-
looked at anybody's face. I've always been staring at what part of my glass I'm going to tap into what part
Yeah.
of their glass so that I can pull it away fast enough to where that sound doesn't happen for too long.
It's supposed to be
It's
a
old tradition.
yeah.
But it's not.
supposed
It's not,
to be
you know.
good luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have banished everyone to bad luck every time I cheers them because all I do is stare at the glasses because I'm afraid.
Some people who are extra do the clink with the eyes, and then you have to put your glass down and then pick it back up and then drink it.
Right.
It's too much work.
These
Who's
are
coming up
cool.
with these things?
No, it's awesome. It's like a fun game.
It's like a
almost.
thing. It's like a thing.
It's also like when people like stare you in the eye when they go to handshake. Nope, I look at the hand. I can't miss the. I've
Wait,
missed too many.
the
hands.
whole time? You
You're
just stare at the
supposed to-
hand
you're- Oh, no,
while
not
the shake
whole
is
time.
happening?
As soon as the hand contact happens, I look
Then you
back
look
up.
in the eye.
But I need to know
How close from the hand are you? Like, do you go down with the hand?
Oh, yeah, I do actually. Yes, my hand. I do.
Your
I give
hand starts
Hand
at
is
eye
eye
level.
level.
It starts at eye level, and I give their hand a little kiss, and then I go back up, and then we're good.
Nothing weird about that at all.
Nothing weird.
Robots, man, they just don't understand things.
You're learning, Brian. One day you'll be human. One day.
One day.
We'll
Don't
get
feel
you there.
don't feel bad. High fives stress me out. Now that we're just talking about, if we're all gonna put out
Right?
it out in
About
the open, then
greetings.
if someone goes to high five me, I have a moment of instant panic,
Right.
and then I can't figure out like where their hand is in relation to my hand, and everyone's like, "Look at their elbow." That doesn't work.
It doesn't.
It's not a thing.
Just aim at the elbow. It's supposed to help you just not think about it, so you just do it without
No,
thinking. Because the
no.
problem is you're thinking about the high
Oh,
five.
yeah.
You need to not think
Yeah.
about the high five.
Well,
for the
then
high
don't
five to
try to
work.
high five me. I won't be thinking about a high five.
Have you considered a fist bump by any
Yeah,
chance?
yeah, but like you
You just
can't
put it out there.
decide. But if they've already done the thing and then you fist bump, then like no, because people just come at you with the hand motion and
Just laugh, go ha ha, and then put out the fist bump. See what happens.
Or
That's not condescending at all.
I would live for someone to deny a high five but start with ha ha and then just give me a fist bump. What? That's not condescending at all. That's like that guy's so cool. He's like ha ha fist bump.
There you go.
I'm not raising my hand for you.
That's villain origin story level.
yeah.
Probably
If
a
the-
reason I
listen,
like it. Okay.
Amanda,
Yeah.
if the internet has taught me anything over the past couple of months, is you never let the other person know what your next move is. So like they'll go for a high five, but then you're just like, spirit fingers. Or they'll go for a pound, and then you grab both of your hands and you put them on the side of their fist, and you're like, oh, TIE fighter.
No. What I need to do is crouch into a ball on the floor and go no, because I bet in a few months people would stop trying to high five me.
Or you make a lot of
No,
friends.
because then people
a
would
lot
think
of
bad of
interesting
Troy. It'd be
They
the
know
worst.
Troy just is a high five machine, so that
All
they'll know.
day, every day.
Nah, Troy
Come
loves
at me with those high
Troy
fives.
loves me so much he never tries to high five me. He understands.
I do understand. I got you, babe.
This is it now. From this point forward, every time I see you, I'm going to try to high five you.
I'm gonna make it awkward.
Great. I love it.
Whether she means to or not, it's going to be awkward.
I'll just come in like that wrestler with that move from the memes where they just come in. Was it the DDP or something like that?
No,
What's that guy's name?
it's,
DDP, Triple H,
Triple
Diamond
H.
Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page. It is that guy.
Well, he does
comes
that.
in with like the elbow
He
thing.
does, but it's the thing out of nowhere. It's the
Right.
RKO out of nowhere.
RKO.
Oh,
there we go.
it's
Okay, sorry.
RKO.
I lied.
Yeah.
It's the RKO. So you're gonna go for that high five, and then I'm gonna jump in RKO style with a high five in front of Amanda, slap her hand, and then continue onward.
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
time it
yeah.
happens, it's getting RKO'd out, but
Our
only like high
fives
five
are going to
RKO.
start getting more and more violent, like progressively more violent. It's going to be great.
It
oh
is.
yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
sure.
This is why we're not allowed to be in the same state anymore, because when we were obnoxious. Because this hypothetical scenario
terrible.
would have happened.
It'd be happening right
Yeah.
now in the middle of the podcast. man.
Yeah.
Remember that night where like Troy, you and myself, we were like, oh, let's play a drinking game where we drink every time somebody on Mad Men drinks.
Oh yeah.
You remember what a bad idea that was?
What were we thinking?
That is a terrible idea.
And it was like the season premiere too, so there was extra drinking happening. They had to make up for the summer, their season off.
That's
Oh.
that show takes place over days.
I know.
Well, we didn't like finish a whiskey every time they finished a whiskey, or we would be
Took
dead.
a drink when they
Yeah.
took a drink, but
Yeah.
it was enough.
Yeah.
It was enough.
It was
I'm gonna
enough
go with that.
to be young.
Good game. A good game.
Well, speaking about fighting each other, that goes into my question this week, which is...
What, are you going to make us fight?
Yeah, I am, Troy. You want
If
to
you
know
had to
why?
fight someone at the table,
Yeah.
who would it be
Who
and
would it
why?
be, and why would it be me?
Is this why you wanted to podcast inside of a cage?
Yes.
I was wondering what that was
Thunderdome.
about.
That's what that opening was for, Troy.
I spent all week taping our mattresses to the walls.
Troy, look up. The cage is lowering.
Oh, gosh.
It's fine.
You know how long it took
Is
me to
this
put
why-
hydraulics into this without you knowing?
Is this
Start
why I'm
Googling
wearing
RKO.
a Foot Locker employee shirt?
Yes.
Am I the referee?
Yes.
Yes. But my question for y'all this week is Multiversus came out this week.
up?
And that is the Smash Brothers style game, but with like everybody in it.
Brings
Like,
all your favorite WB characters from Arya Stark to Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Steven Universe.
Yeah.
And more.
Everybody's there. And they've already announced 2 more characters that they're going to be releasing this summer. And they are Rick and Morty
Yes.
and LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I
That
gotta
other
tell you
cartoon
something.
Character, yeah.
LeBron James is already out.
It's the summer.
You can't hold back the king.
You can't. You're right. What was I thinking? He actually came out 3 years ago. He's
Yeah.
been out.
He's good to go. I'm taking my talent and moving to Multiverse. The Multiverse.
Sign an exclusive contract with him. Done.
Oh, that would be so funny.
But that brings me to my question, which is, who would you like to see make an appearance in this game? And I do mean
Oh.
literally anyone
Yeah, I'm
or
ready.
anything.
Yeah.
Because it could be anyone.
So it's from the WB, either movies, TV shows. That means anything on HBO if
Right.
it's if it helps.
But Brian said
I'm sure
it
it's
could
going
be
to be
anything.
anything. Because it's going to be
Oh,
like Smash.
anything,
Yeah, I'm going to
anything.
go with anything. Because everybody's going to be there. Yeah, I know you say WB and all this other stuff. But, LeBron James. What?
He was in Space Jam.
I
That
mean,
doesn't matter. It's
I mean,
LeBron.
but,
It's not
like-
like he's LeBron James from Space Jam.
He
it's
is.
just LeBron James.
so if we could be anything, and if we're gonna lean
Yeah.
into Brian's rule because I like it more,
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
and Joe can back me up on this, it should clearly be Guybrush Threepwood
Absolutely.
Ooh.
I like it.
from the new Monkey Island game,
In
or
his
from one of the
guys.
old Monkey Island
He would
games, or
make a-
every iteration of
All
Guybrush
of
there
them.
is. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a perfect answer.
That-
Yeah.
yeah,
It is
He's made
perfect.
for it.
He's got. Yeah, he'll pull out the little rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. He'll insult sword fight while he fights you. He's like perfect.
Yeah,
He's
those are just
absolutely-
alternate skins on top of it
Yeah.
as well.
Lots
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
costumes.
Yeah, he's got lots of costumes.
Oh,
He's
I
got
love
all the voice actors. The guy's still working, so he'll do the voice lines. Dominic
have
Armedo.
Would have a great like level too.
Yeah.
like the Monkey Island
oh,
or,
and
like,
they
on
could
a
do the
boat.
theme song while
Yeah.
you're playing. I was
Nice.
joking, and now I'm really disappointed because this is actually not going to happen. Oh gosh.
Guybrush is great. Great answer.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with Tony Soprano. Bring Tony in. Just cigar, have like a machete, and then also a machete. Have a have a machine gun, and then also just like get really introspective at times, and just kind of like
Yeah. Every time
wants to
something
talk.
bad happens on stage, he has to go to a mini fridge that's out like on the side, and he has to get cold cuts out and
gabagool.
eat them as he's pondering
As he's
what his
pondering
life
these
has
inner
become.
thoughts.
Every single time he's
Yeah.
about to get ringed out, the screen just cuts to black. It'll be great.
You got your theme music again, just a boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom.
I haven't seen this
ba-dum,
movie.
ba-dum. It's good.
I'm
It's
nodding,
good.
but like I haven't seen this.
Yeah,
I've heard
Sopranos,
it's
the
very
movie.
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
oh, yeah,
well,
no.
it is
both.
a movie. It's a terrible
it is
movie,
both.
but
Yeah,
it
it
was
is
a
both,
TV
yeah.
show first.
Yes. Yeah. For myself, actually, I'm going to go with the Statue of Liberty.
Oh.
But in
okay.
order to make it so it makes sense, like the way that the Ghostbusters made it like move
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Ghostbusters
yeah.
2, like they'd make a showing and just be like, yeah, this is the reason. And then like, the Statue of Liberty starts going. And like I did the same thing as Amanda when I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, oh, wait, that'd be kind of fun. And then I was like, wait. No, this could happen. And then this could happen. So like the thing I was thinking is like it starts off as like its original copper color, and then as it takes damage, it gets more oxidized, so it looks like what it is now.
Nice.
Starts to rust.
Yeah, it starts to get the green patina on it and everything.
She's got the torch in the book, which is very like sword
Wizard.
and shield kind of. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think of the wizard. Yeah.
Yeah, staff and spellbook.
I also like the idea that like the
And robes.
Ghostbusters come out and you're like, oh, the Ghostbusters are available, and they're like, psych, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. So yeah, that's mine. I thought it's funny.
So, this is Warner Brothers properties, right?
Yeah, it can be anything.
It could be anything
Yeah.
though. It doesn't have to
Could
be
be
Warner
anything.
Brothers. Yeah.
I mean, I did get extra points for Tony Soprano because that is an HBO
That is an
property.
HBO
so
show.
I'll go ahead and take those points that I'm giving myself. Thank you. Thank you, Troy.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, the obvious answer is Harry Potter or someone from the Harry Potter universe, but I'm not
okay.
gonna go obvious.
Okay.
If we're doing anything, I would love to fight as the Dean from Community.
Oh, with the glasses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lots of costume choices.
lots of different costume choices, lots of different like little personalities.
Nice.
At one point you get his like Tina Turner look. At another point you get him as like like a giant peanut, and he's like rhyming. He's like, I'm a peanut bar and I'm here to say like it's gonna be great.
That Dean
Like,
is super spicy. Like that, I could see that Dean putting up a fight when it came down to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. What about you, Joe?
I have been racking my brain for all the different characters I would love to see in something, but as soon as Panda said Guybrush, it was all gone. It was like, that is the answer.
What about like Mr. Driller?
See, okay, I thought about Mr. Driller, but I actually really like playing as the dog in Mr. Driller, and that dog is really cute, and like it's adorable, and it's got a drill on its tail, and that's like really cute, but I don't want to watch that thing get pummeled by something. Guybrush, however, he would insult you while you pummeled him, and it would be okay. And just every answer went back to, but that's a better answer. I just really like that now. I thought about like the chick from Farscape, Aaron Sun. I love that chick. It would be really cool to watch her, I don't know, take out a gun and shoot things. I don't care. She's not as good as Guybrush.
What about like Dolores from Westworld? Like get real get real
it's the same
dark
problem.
with it.
It's just you know what? Actually,
That's
that
what
would
I'm
be
saying.
great.
Be
Okay,
hilarious
you're
how
right.
dark it
If
would
this
be.
went to that very dark place that Westworld goes, that I really enjoy, yes, I would love for the existential crisis of the idea that Dolores is being programmed to do something that she doesn't want to be doing because she's a sentient being. Yes.
If HBO properties are okay, could we put John Oliver in the game?
Yes. Done.
It would just be him sitting off to the side explaining what's happening and what's wrong with it.
You go to attack and be like, no.
Crush me like a planet, Superman.
Not John Oliver, P. John, the mascot.
Oh yeah.
That's his ultimate ability. Actually,
That's a
He turns
super
John
easy
comes
turns
out.
into P. John.
That's the
And then-
Japanese mascot version of
Yes.
John
Yeah.
Oliver.
He's a
And
little-
then the girl version of that one from the other town comes in, and it's the two of them. Like, that's the super.
your character is trapped in the middle of them trying to give each other a hug.
Right.
Done.
They
Okay.
squish you and hug you.
I want to redo my answer. Tony
Okay.
Soprano, I'm sorry, I'm kicking you out. We
Okay.
can choose anyone,
Yeah.
as you guys said. And I went HBO. I'm going to give my points back
Okay.
because I think this is
You're
better
gonna trade
points.
them in.
I would like to
Right.
have none other than the Taste of Dragons podcast own Manda in this game. Think about it. She comes up B, builds a fire mantle right on your face. Down B, like sews a costume on you. It fits on. And they're like, ooh, wow. They can't like fight or something
so
like
she's
that.
the villager from Smash Brothers, basically.
Essentially, yeah.
Every move is a different crafty thing she can do.
Yeah, her forward B is she paints you.
And those lines are tight.
A character, a rival character from The Wire comes in, and she can totally talk about drugs with that character.
So good at it. So good at it.
So good at the drugs.
You are ignoring the fact that I did take several years of fencing, and I
she can
enjoy that.
fence.
Yeah. No, I like
She's
the
perfect.
idea.
That's her A. That's her A right there.
That's the quick attack.
You do have one weakness,
Smack
though.
people in the knuckles.
And I'm
That's
sorry
what
to
I do.
tell you this, but actually in the actual Multiversus
Oh.
game, there is Finn from Adventure Time.
Yes.
And his power-up move is a high charge high five.
Sorry.
hiding.
I was like, oh, it's a high five.
It's the one instant kill.
It's an instant kill.
You're like OP for everyone. You just take down everyone. Statue of Liberty, I'm sorry. LeBron James, take a seat on the bench. But Finn comes out with that high five, and you just walk off the map.
Oh, God. All my lives go like. Blah, 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 blah.
That's hilarious. At first, I was like, "Oh, you're gonna go with Todd. I like it." Oh,
yeah, it
you
was
went
like,
with
Todd would be
Amanda.
No, that's how Amanda gets to the map. She's riding Todd in.
Oh, you're
Never
riding
ending
on the
story
dragon.
style. And like Todd's like,
I got
gives
you,
it- gives
I
it a
got
little,
you.
all right, got you, girl. And then, Todd's out.
Yes.
He just a little like butt shake as
Yeah.
he leaves. He's adorable. His little
Todd's
dragon
got the
tail.
best little butt shake.
Nope,
Oh.
nope.
If you know who Todd is, look at the whatever you're watching this on. It's that little face. It's that little guy.
It's a little dragon.
It's that little fun
It's
person.
our logo.
Dragon.
It's that little dragon.
Is that great?
I really hope that they take this like multiversus thing like super far, and they just do more properties, more like HBO properties that have no right being in a video game.
Oh, totally.
I agree.
I want to see some fighters from Euphoria.
Euphoria.
I think the Lego characters would fit really well into this. Is have
would.
like one Lego
Yeah.
guy, or what's the guy's name from the Lego movie?
Oh,
main guy?
Larry David.
No way, I got it.
It's
LeBron
like
James.
Steve or something. Lego Steve,
No, that Steve is from Minecraft.
Lego John.
hey,
It's
Chris
also
Pratt.
Yeah,
generic.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Let's just go with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That guy.
But I
he'd
can
be
see
good.
those characters
Builder.
in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Builder.
But like going back to like Dolores from like Westworld, like their ultimate is just like a chair comes out and then the phonograph starts playing the music and then they just shoot you.
Dolores from Westworld, their ultimate is they just look to you
The actual
On the
fourth
couch.
wall breaking.
Yeah.
And, it,
and
like,
they're just like, no, thank you.
did you just press a button and
Oh.
tell me what to do?
Oh, give me an our flag means death, Blackbeard.
Oh,
Please.
That would be cool.
Yes.
Cutthroat and kind and cuddly.
Actually, that would be awesome. I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
Their kind throat.
cuddly throat.
Cuddly
Blackbeard
throat. I like it.
isn't as good of a pirate as Guybrush Threepwood, the mighty pirate, but I think that the two of them would make a
They
good
would
team.
get along.
Oh, is Guybrush Threepwood actually just that other guy from
Yes.
our flag means
yes.
death?
100% yes. Maybe.
Oh no! Oh no!
But Troy, you've actually been playing a little bit of Multiversus, right?
Yeah. It came out, I think, like just a week ago. I mean, it's been in beta for a
Oh, it's
while,
been- yeah, for a
since like
while.
January, but it was a limited beta. You had to be like on a certain server or Microsoft or
Yeah.
something, but
And
it
then-
kind of got wide released.
Yeah, and then I think you could have bought into a like you could have purchased like I think it was like $40, and you could have been into it I think like a week or two early.
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
that's cool.
Because I do believe it is free to play.
It is free to play. So that's what got me into it.
yes.
A friend was like, hey, Multiversus, you want to play? And I'm like, maybe I'll wait. I'll see. And they're like, it's free. I was like, downloading right now. Let's do this. And it was only not a 9-minute download. Come on.
nice.
Easy. Less than 10 minutes. Easy. It's hilarious for all the reasons we just talked about. Seeing Bugs Bunny fight Batman, like just the visuals themselves are just fun on its own. The likeness to Smash Brothers is definitely evident. They put you through a tutorial, and if you've played Smash Brothers, you're going to be very familiar with the type of game this is. So I won't dwell too much on that. But the ways that it differs from Smash Brothers is what's interesting.
Okay.
It's a little slower. It's a little less snappy. So you kind of have I don't know. It takes a while to kind of feel out exactly what you're doing, which is actually kind of like Smash Brothers. It's just
no, it
chaos
is.
until
Yeah.
you realize what's going on. But these games are specifically designed for 2v2 battles.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of moves that these characters have that benefit your teammate. Which is something that Smash Brothers doesn't really have. It's kind of a free-for-all, even when you are on teams. But like if you're Wonder Woman, you could throw down a shield, and if you're near Superman, your partner, you'll put shields on him. So you have to actually think about where your partner is and how you can help them, how you can facilitate them. There's Tom and Jerry is in this. And like at one point you could throw like Tom, you like slingshot him across the board. And then if your partner picks Jerry up, then you could use like Jerry to like do attacks between you and your partner, like throw balls back and forth. So there's like some
pretty cool.
interesting team ups you can end
like
up
that.
So
putting
you're
together.
saying if they work in teams that we could have Guybrush Threepwood and Murray the Skull together on a team.
100%.
I'm in.
This could happen. That could happen. Ultimate team.
If you guys haven't played Monkey Island, I apologize for all the Monkey Island jokes, but also you should go play Monkey Island.
should play some Monkey Island. It's
Do-
on PlayStation Plus.
Nice. That's right. Yeah, it is. Do franchise-specific characters specifically interact with one another?
They do.
Okay, so like Velma and Shaggy, do they have like specific moves? Do you know? Or is it like...
no. I'm sorry. Not moves.
Okay.
But they do have dialogue that will
okay,
like
gotcha.
acknowledge each other's existence. So
Okay.
I think it is funny when Batman's just like Velma or whatever. Like that's a fun interaction. But as far as moves go, they don't have like synergy moves. That's up to you to figure out like what powers mesh together well, which I think is fun.
I can't believe none of us said that the Harley from the new Harley Quinn series. Isn't that HBO?
She is in it.
Oh,
she's in
she is in
Multiversus.
it?
She's already in it, yeah.
Yes, she is.
Excellent.
And she's pretty great. She's very trap heavy.
I would really love Jinx from Arcane. Like
Yeah.
her
Oh,
and
that's
Harley
a-
to be on the same team.
Oh, great
And then,
choice.
and then they just do the Spider-Man meme.
Right?
They would be such good friends.
Right?
It's one of those battle passes. So if you're familiar with Fortnite, it's free, and there's like and if you play, you'll get some unlocks here and there. But if you were to buy into the battle pass, you'll get double the rewards and extra rewards, costumes and stickers and all types of fun things if you want to jazz up your game style. But if you're just looking to unlock characters, you just got to keep playing. They have an in-game currency where if you just like complete your daily quests and do things like that, you'll probably be able to get a new character like every couple play sessions or every couple daily quests, maybe every couple days. You'll have enough money to earn yourself a new character.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Like, how does it? So, does everybody start with like the same amount of or the same characters?
Yeah,
And then is there like a weekly or a daily like free characters on top of that?
No, not as far as I'm
okay.
aware. They have like different classes for each of the fighters. There's bruisers, there's tanks, there's like magic users, so to speak.
Okay.
And then you pretty much get like one of each type off the bat, just so you could try out the different types. After that, you have to start just unlocking them yourself.
Gotcha.
And like I was able to unlock Wonder Woman by completing the tutorial. So that was one way to do
nice.
it.
Okay.
But now the rest of them I'm having to earn coins and then buy the characters.
Do you
I
get a
want.
chance to try them out before you buy them?
You do, which
Okay,
is the
good.
nicest
That's
thing.
great. That's what I was
They
wondering,
have
yeah.
a nice little like lab area where you can practice your characters, look at their move sets, and it's a pretty detailed system for the AI and yourself. And like that's all I know the Tom and Jerry stuff. I can't afford Tom and Jerry. Who can really?
Right.
Those rights, they're just skyrocketing.
They're so old.
Ever since their new remake movie, they're just.
That's I can't imagine if the Rescue Rangers. I know it's Disney, but man, they've made such a resurgence.
I know. So I couldn't afford them, but I got to try them out in the practice mode. And that's where I found out they were so cute, because the way they fight, they're not actually fighting. Tom and Jerry don't actually fight the other characters. It's the two of them next to each other, and Tom is just trying to hit Jerry, but he keeps moving, and that's how you're actually hitting the other character.
That's amazing.
And it's animated really well. All your moves are just mistakes.
That's pretty awesome.
That's genius. It looks good. It animates great.
Oh, that's great. Like I feel like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote would have to be the same
my
way.
gosh, that
like
would be
he's
a
just
great
trying to
pair-up.
drop an anvil on it.
Yeah.
And moves. Like that's what I feel like would happen.
Like you throw the anvil, and then all of a sudden, like if you're the enemy character, like Roadrunner just appears by you, and you're like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
And then the anvil hits you. But somehow it always backfires and hits
still
a
hits
Coyote.
yourself,
So
yeah.
it's the worst character to pick. You will lose every time. It's you definitely have to take your time with the game. I've been playing for a couple days, and I'd say 2 of those days have just been me going, "What is happening on screen right now? I have no idea."
That's Smash Brothers,
And
baby.
that's Smash Brothers. I took time and went into the practice mode and was like, okay, this means that, and charge abilities, and like broke down what it all meant. Went back into the online mode and was still like, what is happening? And I won't lie, it wasn't until late last night, early today, where I've been trying to play a lot of Batman, because it's Batman. Where I was finally like, oh, I'm starting to see it now. I'm starting to understand how things connect, and you can launch people, and how this gadget works with this combo. And I think that's the kind of magic moment you're waiting for, to be like, oh, I see the work they've done to the game.
Gotcha.
Before then, it's just gobbledygook. But it's good. Online play, only two players if you want to play online. We tried playing with 3 people, and we couldn't play online. Or we could, but we had to make like a own custom match.
Oh, I see.
So like custom room to do free for all, which was fine. But you kind of miss out on leveling your characters up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
getting,
'cause you
getting
don't get
more
anything.
unlocks,
Yeah.
getting more coins, things like that. So find a friend, play with them. Otherwise, rain check your other friend. play some other time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Multiversus, very, very funny.
Oh, that's great.
Arya Stark's in it.
Is this how I figure out that I'm old? I'm looking at the roster, and I only recognize maybe about 70% of them.
Is it the Steven Universe characters that you're probably missing?
I
Is your
don't even know what that is.
little boy with like a nice little curly haircut and like
He's got like a Hawaiian
lady with-
t-shirt.
So that's
yeah.
Steven Universe, I'm assuming.
That's Steven
Yes.
Universe, a show that I've been
Okay.
meaning to watch, but haven't yet.
Who's the green
But you don't know
bluish teal
Scooby-Doo?
dog?
That's so they have this thing called a Rain Dog. They have a bunch of franchise characters: Scooby-Doo, DC Universe, and Game of Thrones. And they have one character that they made, though.
Oh,
and that
okay.
is this rain dog, which is a reindeer dog.
Aww.
And it's part of their support class. Like, you know, in Smash Brothers, when you get knocked off the side of the edge, you die if you can't get back. So support classes have abilities where they can like throw out a tether and pull you back onto the stage. There's a nice teamwork focus with this game, which I'm really enjoying. And Rain Dog is probably one of the best at that. You're falling off, and they're just like, nope, just pull you right back up on the ledge. Well, like Wonder Woman, like she creates a shield if she jumps up, so she can like jump below you and make a platform that you can then bounce on to get back up. So there's some good little moments like that they make. But yeah, Rain Dog is a totally original character. Maybe that's their hopes for one of these W franchises to be like, yeah, put Rain Dog in. Yo, in The Sopranos, let's get the next Sopranos movie that they make. Let's get Rain Dog in there.
Yeah, that's their pet.
Let's do this Rain Dog.
Oh, man, that's great. Yeah, because I was curious about that when it came out. I've been playing a lot of smaller indie titles this week, and that's been all my time. So I was just like, I can't start another game because once I do, I'm not coming back to this other one.
I can't wait to be irrationally angry at you, Brian, when you pick this game up for the first time and then totally destroy me after I've been playing it for weeks because you're good at picking up items.
And immediately becomes good at it. It's the worst.
Immediately,
I hate it.
every time.
You're going to play with him once, then Troy's going to spend a whole week of just getting into the game and instantly picking up items. Like nothing else. He's just going to have like a training montage of his characters running in and picking up an item.
Hey, when you don't know what to do, go for the items.
Yep. Do they have an Oops All Chickens
Close.
mode?
Close. If you're familiar with Rick and Morty, they have an item that makes a bunch of Mr. Meeseeks show up.
That sounds amazing, Troy.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that.
The new
Awesome.
characters they have coming up
Yeah.
will be fun. I heard Gandalf may be in the mix,
Nice.
like for real. And
Yes.
yeah,
That's
LeBron
awesome.
James plays super silly. He's just playing basketball in your face, and it's hilarious.
Oh, okay. LeBron James and Gandalf. LeBron James running at Gandalf. Gandalf puts his staff down and goes, "You shall not pass."
LeBron James holds his basketball like, huh? But I have a really good pass rating though.
Well, that's fine, just because he's just going to shoot the ball instead.
There you go.
Or he's just going to be like, well, I'm just going to put it in your face. That's not passing it. That's not just...
And then we find out that Gandalf's got serious game.
He hikes up his robes and he's got basketball
He's got
shorts
Jordans
and sneakers on underneath.
He's got J's.
And that's another contribution from your sports guy.
And actually, that being said, since they are using LeBron James from the Space Jam version, they could put Michael Jordan in here. And we could finally have Michael Jordan versus LeBron James.
We could.
for
They
reals.
could. They could also put Bill Murray in it.
Okay, that's the right answer.
yeah.
Bill Murray needs to be in this game.
I want it to be Bill Murray from Zombieland, though.
We'll take it. We'll take zombie Bill Murray.
Was
Done.
Bill Murray also in Ghostbusters?
Yes,
Yes,
he was.
yes, he was.
Yeah.
So that ties into the Statue of Liberty really
does.
well.
Every Bill Murray iteration possible. If he loses the match, boom, Groundhog Day. Just starts over, gets to replay again.
Oh man, that's his partner. It's Bill Murray and the Groundhog from Groundhog Day.
Chuck.
He's like, "Don't fight angry. Don't fight angry."
No, that's Panasonic Will or something like that. Panatomic Will.
Pentucket.
Pentucket
Phil.
Phil. Pawtucket Phil.
Pawtucket
Something like
Phil.
that. Yeah. We got there.
We got there.
We did.
Still think we're wrong, but
that's
Phil's in there somewhere.
Pretty sure it's Pawtucket.
Somewhere.
Pentucket?
I think it's Pawtucket.
Pawtucket.
One of those. But I do
I think
feel
it
like
is incredible that we just let a groundhog tell us what our weather patterns is going to be like every year.
that why not?
If the god of weather has chosen his avatar on this planet is a groundhog, who are
It
we
is
to?
a groundhog.
Who
Yeah.
are we to question them?
Who are we to question?
I do feel like his ring in animation would just be him waking up to the alarm clock.
Billy
Yes.
Joel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about Multiversus, Troy. I'm really happy about that. And then the next thing I want to talk about is a kind of an extension from last week's episode. It's going to be more Stray. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because, Stray has come out on PC. And with PC comes mods. Because you can modify a lot of things.
I'm excited and scared at the same
You
time.
should be excited.
Okay, good.
because,
Thank you.
With it being on PC and opening up a whole host of mods to the game. And by mods, I really do just mean making your cat look like other things.
Yay!
That's the main thing what
Cool.
people have been doing.
Other cats.
So, yeah. So
Make
from
it bark like a dog.
So from simple things, from like, just changing the color of it, to like a mod that changes the cat into Garfield.
Fantastic.
And it looks great.
Fantastic.
Does this mod also add lasagnas everywhere for you to just slowly
better.
push off?
No, because it's always Monday in that game. Unfortunately, the game takes place on a Monday. It's the unfortunate.
Change all the robots to Dave.
Terrible.
His name's Dave, right?
His name is Dave.
Okay, yeah.
Dave Arbuckle.
And you don't
There
actually
you
do
go.
anything but put them in a box and send them to Acapulco. Or Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi.
Normal just keeps on coming in, and you're just like, no, leave. It's pretty great. But a thing that I love about it is, though, like a side business has kind of opened up for modders, where people can commission them in order to make their own cats or their own pets, and then that way they can play as their own pets.
That's really
in the
cute.
game.
I love that.
Right?
I love
That is super adorable.
It was that fact that I was like, oh, I got to talk about this week.
That's great.
'Cause
Maybe
that's
maybe
great.
that'll bring me back into Stray.
Get your
what
kitty cat.
Guys,
happened?
I
You haven't
haven't-
finished?
I haven't played since we talked about it.
Aw, why not?
Something really sad happened.
Oh.
I thought I was very close to completing the menus in Gran Turismo
Uh-huh.
because I thought that they were 39 menus and I'm at menu 38,
Okay.
and it updated within the last 2 days.
Yeah.
And now there are 45 menus. So truly, I will never beat this game.
As soon as you get close, they're going to be like, wait, Hassel's almost done. Put the next batch in. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gran Turismo developers are avid listeners to this podcast. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for
Absolutely.
you.
So just
No, and
don't
like-
ever mention it again, Hassel. And
Play it
They
cool,
won't
bro.
know. They
You'll
won't
be
know.
good.
Play it cool.
So I mean maybe that's a double-edged sword of gaming in 2022, that like the game is not complete and yet it is complete.
It's not that it's not complete. It's that the games are alive now. Games are service. They're
Yeah,
never.
they
They're
are.
right. They're never done. They are an ongoing service. That game will be updated for the next 3 to 5 years.
So I logged back in and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get the last 2 menu books out of the way, and then I can put this game down because that's some kind of sense of completion, even though I didn't get like every car in the game.
Sure.
And then as soon as I like load up my PS5, it gives me a like thing. It says like, oh, it updated, and I was like, oh, weird. And then I go through the update, like the list of things that they updated.
Yeah.
They added 4 new cars.
Yep.
They added 6 new menu books and 2 new tracks, and I'm like, okay, all right, guys, okay.
But they
let's-
added in the Skyline though. That's like one of my favorite cars from Gran Turismo.
Yeah, but they already had 4 different ones.
Now they got a 5th one. That's the one I wanted.
So speaking of updates, Troy and I talked about something over the weekend, and neither of us could remember. And I haven't Googled it since then. So since you guys are here, I might as well ask:
Go
Are
for
they
it.
coming out with a new Animal Crossing update, or is the last one like the last one? Because I thought they
Even if
had
it's
like
paid.
a pattern, or is it like? Because I know they said no more free updates, and then they came out with the Happy Home Academy, whatever it's called. Are they making like more, or is that like Nintendo being like, "Meh, we're done"?
Rumor is that there will be more,
Okay.
but they will not be. They won't be. Though it seems like they'll continue to probably put them part of the expansion pack type dealies and
Okay.
make them paid.
Yeah.
There's definitely no more free ones though. You're totally right about that.
I mean, what else would they add? We got
I
the
can-
cafe, and we like. Are there any other Animal
Well,
Crossing
hopefully
staples?
new stuff, but
Oh yeah, I guess so. They are capable of that. I guess.
I can't really think of anything else that you would would add.
because Brewster's on the left hand side and there's that space on the right hand side
Oh,
where
it's
there
true.
isn't anything, and also like the Happy Home Academy expansion thing was a completely different island, so they
true.
could
They
do.
should
I was just curious.
Add a craft beer brewery there.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
didn't know I
that'd be
wanted
cool.
that, but now I do. Mm-hmm. Because you got all those
I bet.
veg you can get now, so you
Yeah.
can like harvest your own stuff and then brew it into stuff.
Brewster can run it too. I bet Brewster has a good stout. Would make a
No,
good stout.
Brewster's definitely got like a rival. You got the coffee side and the brew side. They'd have to have an Animal Crossing way of using it though, because it couldn't be brew. It would have to be something
Right.
else.
Well, his name could just be Brewski.
No, I mean it couldn't be beer themed because they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have any
yeah.
alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Even
It'd be like
the mixed drinks are
cider
like
or-
tropical
It'll
smoothie
be
or
a
something.
Yeah.
lifting drink.
Yeah. Maybe like a soda pop theme. I don't know. I want it to be a brewery. though.
Dancing juice. Like, that's
Dancing juice. Well, I hope they do.
Yeah.
I have a quick addendum to make from last week's Stray rating.
Okay.
Last week I did rate Stray at a 4.5 out of 5. Over the weekend, Man and I had our nieces over. They're 10 and 8. And instantly I was like, I got this cat game. And they're like, let's go. And I realized something about that game because they were into it because you're a cat. You're jumping around. You're doing that stuff. Of course. What I didn't realize is like it's a dark game. It's like we talked about, the things that happen to the cat, of course, but beyond that, like the mystery and the intrigue. Like at one point, the 10-year-old was like, "Where are the people?" And then I answered him like, "You got to play the game to find out." And she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "And you play the game to find out and get back to your cat friends." And she was like, in it. And like she met some of the robots and was like, "Oh, interesting." And I that's why I'm giving it that extra touch because I realize it could be played by kids, but it's not pandering to kids.
No.
It could be a kid game, but like they're actually going to give them like a very nice like story that's not hand-holy and a little bit challenging. And I was like, okay.
And both of them can play it, both the 10-year-old and the 8-year-old. It was
Mostly.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask about that.
Some of that was attention span.
Okay, fair enough. Because I was going to wonder about that because a lot of them are like adult themes. Like it's not but like a lot of things is like, oh wow, this really is about the end of the world. This is about what it would feasibly be. Yeah, the classism. Yeah, the what would actually feasibly be if you're trapped underneath the ground. Yeah. And you have a class system. You have these other things. But this is all that you're going to be. So yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
They didn't.
You handled that masterfully, Troy. I don't know what I would have done.
Right?
Yeah, I just get nervous around children, so they'd be like, "Where are all the people?" And I'd be like, "Oh God, do you guys want ice cream? They're all dead.
Because you couldn't press the X button well enough."
I wonder how much of that is them and how much of that is us, though. Because like in WALL-E, they had like implied that the world has been ruined because of what we did, and they're like, "Yeah, everyone died because we didn't recycle." And like that's fine.
Right.
But there was still a shred of humanity left.
Yeah. But I mean, the cat's got those robot friends. He's fine.
And listen, we don't know what exactly happened to humanity, I guess.
Also, when they land on the planet, everything's perfectly fine now that they have gravity again, and they, their Jello bones are perfectly going to be fine. It's no problem.
But I'm going to make that a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 now?
Yep. That was what I needed to see. Good job, game.
Nice.
It's such a good game. I am still thinking about certain parts of that game, even
awesome.
a week
it's resonating.
Later. Yeah, it's just so good. Like even hearing other people talk about playing, like even you just talking about your nieces playing it.
Yep.
It just brings back memories of playing that game, and it's just so good.
I went back in to do some trophy hunting. So if you're looking for a way to bolster the hours on that game, finishing out the trophies is a fun way to do it.
Nice.
It's a fun way to do it. And if you can replay the entire game in 2 hours, you get a special gold trophy.
Yes, you do.
Which I may try.
Just beeline it.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst part about it is?
Hey,
feline. The worst part about it is that you're competing in these races, and then you're taking it back to this dude at the cafe, and he fills out a menu book, and then he gives you pictures of the same cars that you won. So, like, what is the point of this?
The cafe system in Gran Turismo is the weirdest thing in that entire game.
It was the weirdest way to tell a story. Or
you go to this cafe and they give you a menu with cars, and then you go steal these cars and bring them back to this cafe owner. I mean, legitimately win them in races.
Yes.
And then the cafe owner's like, "Let me tell you about the rally cars," and then winks at you, and then like shows
They'll
you
drive it around the
like,
cafe slowly.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Do you really want to talk to me about cars? I don't think you do. You're just keeping me here.
It's weird. It's weird, but it's also very, very
go?
funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
like you could be filling up like a car museum or something, and then you earn the car and then you put it up, and like that seems to make more
too
sense.
easy, Manda.
Way too easy.
Sorry.
We need a
Too
story in this game to handhold your way across this.
Yeah, story is giving it a lot of credit there,
I am.
What if Animal Crossing implements cars and you go to like little Animal Crossing races?
They have cars that are like themed around them.
You have a little garage because they've already had campers in the camping thing. So
a little Drago car with flames coming out of the back.
They give you and then you get all the car paraphernalia, you like little driveway. You could drive around your island.
It's like those derbies. What are those like soapbox derbies?
Yeah.
You have to craft your own like little soapbox car and then race it down.
I would live for that to be what Gracie does. She rolls up in a soapbox, but it's all like shiny and everything. Her giraffe head is so tall out of it. She gets up and she's like, "You want to clean my soapbox?" And you clean up the soapbox, and then she's like, "Here, I'll give you the thing to make your own soapbox."
Yes.
And then you use your feet to power it. Like
that's
what
like
it
the
is.
Flintstones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like are there the
And for
Flintstones or like little pedals?
Yeah.
Easy
And for some
update.
reason, even though they're soapbox cars, when you crash, they blow up.
Horrific.
But it's
Horrifically.
really cute.
It's super cute, though.
You wake up, you're all like dust covered and oil
Yeah.
covered, and then you just like shake it off.
And you know the fine people of the internet are going to find a great way to reenact the entire Fast Saga through Animal Crossing characters
Fast
with
Saga,
this update.
Mad Max, Thunderdome.
The Italian Job.
They already had the Mars rover in there. No, the Moon rover.
The Moon Rover.
It's
The
in
Moon
there.
rover.
They
So
know how to
you
make
could
wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Just
make it
move.
drivable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
There's
there.
already like what is it? The gas station pieces and stuff. There's already a bunch of stuff in there that would be for cars. That's cool.
And then you could design your own track on another island that you have to like.
It would be a
fly
different
to.
island. It
Yeah.
probably
Or at
would be,
least
Yes.
if you don't want to put like the actual characters inside of like a little like tiny car, at least give us remote control cars that you can drive around the island.
That would be really cute.
And
RC
like the
style.
first person.
Just
Like that'd
really,
be really cool.
really tiny.
You just want more Gran Turismo, man.
I
Jonesing
do.
hard.
That's,
You're
that-
in it.
Guys,
You're in it. We're gonna have to have a-
I have it loaded up and ready to go. As soon as we end this call and we end the podcast, I'm going to be finishing this game.
Do we have to go to Jersey to have a Gran Turismo intervention?
Right?
With Hassel? Is this how it's going to be?
We'd have to invite Hassel to a cafe and show him
Yeah.
a menu of video games that aren't cars.
And then lock the doors.
And like, I need you to give me the endings to all these games.
That'd be really funny. And then when I'm like, oh, look, this game is really cool. But then when you're like, yeah, it's really cool, you just show me more pictures of that game. Like, it's not even the game. It's just more pictures. And I'm like, what?
What?
No, first we wink at you, then we show you the pictures.
Exactly, yeah.
I do have one little last bit of news I do want to discuss before we get out of here. And that is that, there's a new FIFA coming up, FIFA 23, I believe. And so EA has actually announced that the Russian national team and also the Russian football clubs are not going to be in it whatsoever.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
is
Dems the brakes.
kind of a big deal because Russia's the last one
Yeah.
that they hosted a World Cup. So like it's pretty, and they said, no, this is directly because of Ukraine, y'all.
Yeah,
This is,
yeah.
this is it.
Absolutely.
When
Absolutely.
EA is able to put their foot down and say, we don't want this, that says a lot. This is EA we're talking about.
Yeah, because they will trick children to purchase $350 worth of like players inside of their video game and being like, yeah, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just specifically beat Hassel. They say that on the loot box as well. Yeah, it's crazy.
They get together with the developers of Gran Turismo. I'm like, hey, this guy, and they're like, yeah, we know.
We know. Yeah,
He'll be back. Don't worry about it.
they're like, you know how to get him to stop playing. You got a little 10-year-old to beat him up. Here, this is what we used. We used the Pele from 1970. He hates it.
It's like using the Michael Jordan from 1992.
Prime, Jordan. Prime.
Prime.
But that is big news. That is
it
big
is.
news.
It
And
is.
like,
And it's good news.
yeah.
I'm happy for it.
gosh, I really want something to give over there and to
Yeah.
get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I think that will do it for this week's episode,
That's
everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. You can always find us on Discord, on Twitch, on Instagram.
Don't forget Twitter.
And Twitter. That was the one I was going to say, and I said
Yeah.
Twitch instead.
Well, all those
We got
things are
both.
true.
We got both.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
And YouTube. Yeah, we got all of those things. We are at
OK
Taste the
Cupid.
Dragons.
Tinder,
Single mingle.
Todd's just looking for love.
Hey, Tosh is looking to mingle.
farmersonly.com.
I love it. But until then, as always, my name is Brian.
My name is Troy.
Amanda.
I'm Hassel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
The
Taste of Dragons.
Have a great week, everyone.
Later.
At some point,
Bye-bye.
we're going to have to start talking about what this next season's going to be.
Yeah, season 4 is coming up.
It's going to be about resting lizard face.
I have some ideas.
Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast, a podcast for everyone's taste.